Pat, quite a frustrating one today, but all in all, it's probably a pretty solid point on the road.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought it was a great performance. Frustrating, I agree, in the fact that we didn't win the game. I thought, everything we thought would happen in the game and how they set up and how they play happened. They're really effective in the way that they play, but to be honest, I thought we nullified that to a point today. They obviously had a couple of chances, but I thought we were really solid. I thought if you looked at the whole team, I thought the players at the back were excellent in their first and second contacts. The midfield three were probably the best I've seen that midfield trio play together. I thought they were so aggressive, they were so dynamic. I thought the front two really caused them some issues. They worked tirelessly. And we just said to the lads, look, it's a game where you have to be resilient, because their way of playing is it's balls in your box a lot. It's quite relentless, and you have to stand up to that. And I thought we did that really well today. And I thought we had enough chances really over the course of the game to win it. I thought we were really more decisive around the box. I thought we crossed when it was on. I thought we got shots off. So it was a little bit disappointing to not win the game in the end, but I think you have to give the lads big plaudits really for coming here, getting a clean sheet, and I think in the end you take a point coming away at Hungerford. It's a really difficult place to come.
We obviously went with the five back today, and as Pat said, you could argue that our game tactic worked for the majority of the game. We just couldn't find the back of the net. Was that the main issue today?
Yeah, we did. The boys trained really well on Thursday. We obviously changed the shape a little bit today. It's both a positive and a negative, that you know what to expect from Hungerford when you come here. It's positive because you can prepare for it, but it's a negative because they're very good at what they do. And thought we prepared really well for the game, all round. Backline excellent, midfield three excellent. Thought those two up there worked really hard and covered a lot of ground today, and we carried a threat going the other way. I thought we definitely had the better chances in the game. And he's made some good saves. We hit the post, so we're a little bit disappointed to not win the game. It was there for us, but at the same time, we are aware that this is one of the most difficult places to come to in the league. They're not in bad form themselves. They've obviously had a big chance at the end with McDonough as well. So a point is a solid point. We're not over the moon with it, but we're on a nice sort of unbeaten run at the moment, and playing some good football. And I think we showed today that we can be adaptable, and that we can cope with different types of games.
I think it's worth mentioning the clean sheet as well today. The whole backline was really impressive, but especially Owen Dorr in his debut. He didn't look out of place at all.
No, I thought he was excellent. I think we knew his qualities, that's why we brought him in. I thought to come in his first game after training a couple of times, I thought he looked like he'd been with us all season, to be honest. But yeah, I think that if you're looking defensively, I think we defended from the front. I think the front two and the boys that came on, they really put them under pressure. They forced probably more rushed balls than they would have liked. Our midfield three were so hard working to support the front two, but also to get back on second balls. And then the back five was really solid from left to right. You can look across the line and say that they were all excellent. And I think we've got one of the best keepers in the league. But you'd argue we didn't have a whole lot to do today. So really pleasing that we're able to stand up to real physical teams. We're keeping quite a few clean sheets now. We're looking very organised, very disciplined, very solid out of possession. I think that's a platform for any good team.
Chris Campbell and Salim Said both on the bench today. Is that a case of just having so many good attacking options that they were unable to get into the starting 11?
Yeah, it's purely down to the game plan for today. Obviously, you usually see those guys in the starting lineup. I also think Henry and Diaz were unlucky to not start the game today. Diaz is probably in the best condition I've seen him in, and Henry's come on and had a really good impact on games recently with a few assists. So yeah, in that respect, it was nice to have them on the bench as an option to bring on. Thought they both did well when they came on, but when you're setting up the way that we've set up today, sometimes one or two of those players might miss out. But I think it's the beauty of the squad that ourselves and Andy have recruited, which is a squad that can adapt to different types of games. We know that we're going to see those guys, all the ones that are on the bench today. We know that we're going to see them on the pitch very frequently during the season. But today was about what the group needed, and it needed a back five that's really solid, a midfield three that was hard working, and a front two that could affect their back line, and I thought we had that today.
And Pat, just finally, next up, FA Cup tie against Weston-super-Mare. So a big game, hopefully get a big crowd for it back at Tattenham next Saturday.
Yeah, big game. I think everyone loves the FA Cup. They're flying in their league. I think they've won 7 of their last 8 games. They were second in the league before today. I don't know how they got on, but we've watched some of their games already, and you can tell why they're up there. They're very efficient. They've got some real quality. So it'll be a real tough challenge, but the good thing about these games is there's less expectation on you, because they're a top 3 team in the league above. So we can go and enjoy it, express ourselves, and really show what we're about. We know we're becoming a good team, so it's important for us to get in front of our fans at our home ground and give it a good go.
And just very finally, just one quick word on the fans today. I thought they were fantastic once again.
Brilliant, always are. We know how good they are in their numbers at home, but I think we always try and give a special mention to the away support. It's just so good. It's so appreciated by staff and players. It makes a massive difference. Second half, you're going up the hill against a team that really sort of puts it on you, and it's almost a relief when we can get up there in front of our fans and they drive you forward. And we've got amazing support, best in the league, and we're really grateful to them for. It was not exactly a nice day at times today, and they've come out in their numbers to support us, and hopefully we see them all next Saturday as well.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, Con.